So, things you don't say to your wife when you're getting the focus and frame set. Don't say when you zoom in for the, close focus, on the camera. Don't go, "Oh, my, how big your nose is." It doesn't go over well.
No, you shouldn't say big when you are speaking about your wife at all, ever. Nothing is ever big on your wife.
"Oh, you have such a tiny little set of hands and tiny little hips and tiny little head."
Boobs.
And tiny boobs, does that work?
No. Nice perky boobs. That's what you say.
The tiny little head, though, that probably, to hold your tiny little brain.
I thought that was your tiny little head.
You should listen to this. I should have made, if I had a camera and everything ready, I could have given you the Joe blowing her nose. 5 minutes of blowing her nose. It's amazing.
I don't get any sympathy, though. There's never any sympathy.
Well, you don't come across like someone who's sick.
No, actually, if I had blood constantly pouring out of my nose, I would have sympathy. But snot is not a cause for sympathy. Even when it's green.
Is it green?
No, it was earlier, but...
I rest my case.
You know what? On another subject, if I ever have a grandbaby to sit on my knee, you know how you held them? They were like facing that way, and they were on your knee sitting, and you held their little head like that, and you were burping them. Do you know what those are going to be called?
Burpees?
Yeah.
Don't fear the burpee.
I forget what the other line said. That's my line. You sing the other part. I'll do the burpee.
Hopefully you guys have watched the video that has the... Well, maybe you haven't, because did we make that a public one? Maybe I'll put a link in this video. So if you haven't already heard Joe and Alan singing Don't Fear the Burpee, you might want to check that out. Turns out we don't sing really well, but it makes it an enjoyable watch.
But the intent was to make our CrossFit coaches laugh. But I don't know if they have laughed yet. We don't even know if they've seen it. Yeah, apparently they're not addicted to Facebook.
No. Unlike my wife, who is on there liking and whatever all the time.
I did like that big spider, though, in the corner of that room. Apparently it could be a hoax, but it may not be. Because there are spiders that big, but not in Manchester, England.
Speaking of England, shout out to Stratboy and Harry the Wonder Dog.
I think Harry could get a job stamping out those hairy spiders. If there are that many spiders that big in Manchester.
I don't think there are any spiders that big.
Even Harry could see those with his one good eye.
His one good eye. Speaking of old and decrepit animals, our cat won't die, although Joe keeps telling me he's dead, and then he moves again. And we're feeding him a lot of pills to make him hungry, and we used to give him one hunger pill, say a sliver of a hunger pill every, say 5 days. Now we're giving him one almost every other day, and he's just not eating. So I figured the end is near.
That's not very encouraging. You know who's going to be more upset? Of the two of us? Yep. He's going to be crying all the time. We're going to be digging a hole for Richard Parker in the backyard, and Alan is going to be weeping openly. I've seen that with a mouse and with a snake.
It's on YouTube, Yeah, Joe will probably, if she has this presence of mind, she'll grab the camera and she can get me in all my blubbery nose runny glory. Why are you crying, Alan? Because Richard Parker is dead.
Just to wrap this up in a perfect little circle.
Yes.
Another thing you should not say to your wife is blubber.
There you go.
That's it. That's all.
That's all for tonight. This being Thursday, I believe, May the 7th, 2015. Catch you tomorrow.